G'day traders, John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just doing an update on Bitcoin and the crypto markets, or a few of them anyway. I just drew some lines here. I just did another video, didn't like it, so I'm doing another one. I just drew some lines here in that last video. I just wanted to match up where the lines meet, and so I just opened this up a little bit. We kind of see we've gone up, pullback, found support, and support again on the same line down here. And also up here, if we can create this as a channel, this line down here, and put something similar up there, that's pretty much what we've got. Now, another line that I like to do as well is that when we come back down here and say find support, for example, so we've got support, breakthrough, we usually find resistance at that same line. This looks a little bit awkward, but let's say, if this was upside down and it was a south trend, you'd know pretty much. You'd be able to see exactly what I was saying. So here we've got the highs and previous support, breakthrough, comes back, makes resistance, and we've got the same thing over here. So we've got support, breakthrough, and we've found resistance. So we've got three lines here that are saying that we've found resistance at the same area. So it'll be interesting to see what we do. We are just inside the overbought area. We'll just have a look at that, make sure that the figures are exactly correct. Let's have a look at that. So we are in, 70.75. That's there, and 71.67. So we're definitely, so if we got the low at 30 and the high at 70, we're definitely over in the overbought area. So it'll be interesting to see what we do here, if we maybe form a doji or, but anyway, we'll just have to wait and let the candlesticks tell us what they're doing. So moving along. So ADA, I'm just going to put this back to where I had it before, because I just wanted to show you a couple of things. Actually, let's go through. I'll just go through a few of these on the. No, this is the weekly chart. Okay, well, let's just go through on the weekly chart and just see what it looks like. So we've got support, resistance, support, breakthrough. Look at that, breakthrough, pullback, and resistance again. This is a very, very powerful line. This is a very strong line, this one. Here we've come up and hit resistance straight away, and that's where we're at. So at the moment, AAVA, RV, so that's at $100 at the moment. And we've got massive big volume there too. Look at that massive volume on that engulfing candle there. So support, and here we're broken through. So if this is like a channel, just like the last one I was looking at, we've just broken through here on the weekly chart. QNT 103. So look at that on the weekly chart. We're still under major resistance there on the 50. Here it looks like we're heading up to the 50, which is about 84 cents. Near it was $1.55, and look at that. So it's just come up to the 50, and then that's where we're at now. So we'll just have to wait and see where we're going to go with that. I'm going to get rid of some of these drawings. Probably all of them, but look at that. That just looks like a perfect 50 rejection. So, and look at that. We've got a bigger candle. So, just check out the volume here. This always interests me. This does. So we've got three candles and we've got three volumes. So here we've got the smallest candle being a hammer, and a little bit of volume there, like it's bigger than the previous volume. Then the next one's massive volume, big push, but it's only like a mediocre sort of, kind of candle. Then the next one has got less volume, but it's a bigger candle. So basically what this is saying is that there was selling in this candle here. And so that's what's happened just at the 50 there, and the selling is continued. All right, moving on, Ripple. Ripple, so here we are. Oh, yep, look at that. So we've come down, got a bit of a bounce, and we're up to there at the moment. So 68 cents. I'll get rid of this too. Yep, I just find Ripple pretty scrappy, hey. I tend to get stopped out a fair bit on Ripple. This one here, look at this, Solana. So go Solana, $41. So we've just gone up to there though, but look at this, we've got 3 green, 2 red, 3 green, and they're quite big. So we've got increasing volume. See, this volume's messed up again. There's something wrong here. And even on the biggest volume, around about 30% sold off. Why did they sell off there? Let's just draw a line or two and see if we can come up with anything on this one here. I just want to go from that peak of that candle, that last week's candle. So, oh yeah, I see that. So here we've got resistance. So we just found the same resistance point in the same area. So this would not surprise me if we do something like, down here, up here, just kind of work our way into a wedge, depending on what Bitcoin's going to do, of course. But, we can definitely see that there's a wedge here. There's a support and resistance line there. And we're saying, we've got a support line here. We've got a resistance line here. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we just kind of, slowly work our way into this wedge up into this corner with Solana. But then again, we might break out and take off. So if we do end up doing this, I'm going to want to buy. So let's just say that we come up and down, find support, and then we go up to here. In this area here, as soon as we see an engulfing or something like that on this support line, I'm going to want to be buying. Let's go to VeChain. And VeChain, let's get rid of all that. remove non-drawing. So here we are, massive volume again. So we've just gone up. Now this volume doesn't look too bad. We've gotten smaller candles as the volume's gotten smaller. Here we've got an engulfing. So we've got an okay, let's start back here. We've got an engulfing here, an engulfing here, an engulfing here, and another one here. And then we've got three that have taken us up, but we've got smaller candles, which isn't very good for a for a bull market, for a strong run. And stellar lumens, yep, lows, highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, exuberance. You know, can you see here we had a massive big pullback after the exuberance here, after these two candles. Then we've got that. And anyway, we're heading back up, straight into, is there any resistance there? Yep, look at that. So we've got support, breakthrough, resistance kind of thing, breakthrough, resistance, and we're back to that spot again now. It's pretty mishmash kind of resistance, but you can see it's there. Oh, S&P 500. Let's go under something else. S&P 500, man, massive. That's on the weekly chart too. Oh, hang on. Let's go back to the daily chart and just have a look through these ones again. Okay, so here we are with Bitcoin on the daily chart with what we were looking at before with all those trend lines. So if we see that we've got support, and just shrink it up a little bit more so we can see it a bit easier. If we see that we've got support here, support here, support here, and you know there's even support there before we break through, then now that we've broken through, we've got resistance at that same area. Like that's and now this is actually starting to look pretty serious now because we've got a little bit of selling that's happened here. Now is that a shooting star or an inverted hammer? Now what I would like to see that as a shooting star. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because we're in the overbought area. If this was in the oversold area and I saw this here, that would be what I would call an inverted hammer. Gone up here, 3/4 candle. That usually signifies that there's a change in trend, whether it's a long term or a short term. Usually signifies that. Then we've come up, we've got a hammer, which is a bullish sign, and then we've got an engulfing, which is another bullish sign. But we've got two indecision days straight after it. It'll be interesting to see. But if we do get a close below the 9 after all this indecision, I'm going to assume that we will be trading down to at least. Maybe when the 50 meets this trend line here, we might take our time to get back to that previous support and the 50. We'll have to wait and see. Let's go through ADA. I'll try to keep this pretty quick. Here, so ADA's gone straight into the resistance area that we were talking about before. But, this is quite nice. But, a straight up run like this is not healthy for the market, simply because usually what goes up must come down. So when it goes, makes higher lows, so low, high, high, low, higher, high, high, low, higher, high, or not quite, they just a higher high there though. And then it started making lower lows from there. So, but here you can see that it's kind of taken its time. It's kind of had a bit of a breather before it's had the next pop. Here, it hasn't done that. It's just gone straight up. And so if you were a diver, like here, you've gone for a dive, had a breath, gone for a dive, had a breath, gone for a dive, had a breath. Here, you've just gone for a dive and not had a breath. There's something wrong. Anyway, that little rant. Okay, AAVE at $100. Now look at this. Like this isn't bad really. We're at $99 here. We've got a shooting star there, and we've got an engulfing there. Is this the test, and is this the takeoff? Well, let's just have a little bit of a closer look, shall we? Volume, right? Where's the volume on this engulfing candle? This could still work, but the chances aren't very good at all. So we have an engulfing that has 0 volume, and we also have. Let me just have a look at this. I do like this when this turns up. Hang on, I just kind of changed something there. Thank you. I'm going to get that to go down now. Okay, so what I was actually after, I'm going to move this back so I'm not actually moving that arrow. But at this stage here, we've got stochastics the RSI is highs and lows from the top. So we've been overbought, and now we've got divergence here. Let me just draw that up. We'll just finish that up. So there's definitely divergence there. We can kind of see that we've got the market's still trending up while the money's coming out of the strength of the market is dwindling while someone else is pushing the money up, and I don't think that will be smart money pushing the price up. Moving on, Quant QNT. So this one here, I do like this, but we're oversold. We have had a pullback. Let's just see how far that pullback is. Okay, so that's to 1 there. And the pullback, oh, my mistake. Let me just move this out a little bit. And that's the one there. So that's the one. So look at that, 50% pullback. That line there is your 50 pullback. So here, so it's gone up, pullback exactly the 50% or just a fraction more, and then it's taken off again. And but 0.7. So I'll just take this up and we'll just see if this does keep on going. Whereabouts can we expect that it will go to? And so 124 bucks is the next target for this one here. 124 bucks. So somewhere around there. And that will kind of coincide with this one here, with that line there. There's a little bit of support back here that I can see, and resistance there. I'll just get rid of that. So, but I do like that. A massive big push like that and a 50% pullback, I do like that. So, I was actually looking at, like quant for a, I can't really look at that for a short sale at this stage here because that's looking like it's showing strength still. Matic. Okay, so a lot of good volume there engulfing. Look at that, a gap up, close. A gap up above the 200, and it's closed there with strength. That's actually pretty good. This here, straight up without a breath. Pretty much. Ripple here, so we've got reversal sort of action that's happening here at the moment, and we're in the overbought condition. Solana I didn't mind at all actually. But I didn't like the selling that was happening up here. Solana, VeChain, I'll probably make that one my last one. VeChain, so here we come down. So we're getting engulfing straight away. A second engulfing, a couple of dojis, and then we're going to rocket booster engulfing here on this one here on VeChain. And it's gone up to there, so Stellar Lumens. Yeah, like this, in some ways this looks good, but in many ways there's flaws in it. Look at this. Check out what happens after exuberance. Bang, exuberance. And look how far, how long this has come to, so that was in July. July. And we're now in November. And it still hasn't recovered from this massive big candle here. All right, traders, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you have a good day. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I'll talk to you again soon. See ya.